Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kolo again. So in today's tutorial we'll be discussing about how you can configure IPv6 simply Internet Protocol version 6. So IPv6 is simply an upgraded version of IPv4. So as you really remember, or simply you can recall that on our previous videos we have been using IPv4. Since the IPv4 has a finite address space, or I can say that it is limited, meaning that it doesn't cover the required range. So due to that issue, now they come up with implementation of IPv6. So in today's we'll be seeing how we can configure IPv6 between our switch. We'll be simply using two PC and a switch. So this is a direct connection. There is no need of things such as gateway and other things. Also, another things we need to discuss is about IPv6 abbreviation. Abbreviation is simply the short form. There's many ways we can short form our IPv6. To simply divide IPv6 are always divided into 8 segments. So as you can see here, we have 8 segments: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 with a subnet mask of 24. This means 64 are using for network addresses and the remaining 64 is being using as an host. Therefore the total address space is simply 128. So it has an address space of 128, unlike IPv4 which has an address space of 32 bits. So this is another important of why IPv6 is now mostly used, because it covers a huge or a large number of people and it is an unlimited, meaning like it is not easy for it to be finished that early as compared to IPv4. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do so. But before, I'll need to show you how we simply abbreviate this IPv6. So first of all, we drop the leading 0. As you can see this part here. First of all, we drop the leading 0 in each segment. So we come from this segment, there is no leading 0, therefore there is nothing to be dropped. We come to this segment, there is a leading 0, therefore we drop all 3 zeros, remaining with 1 here. In case a segment contain all zeros, we need to reserve 1 0, therefore we drop the leading 0 and we reserve 1 0. That's why you can see all the other 5 segments have 0 0, meaning we preserve 1 0. So after that, so as you can see, after removing the leading zeros, we come to this part here whereby we have abbreviated it or try to short form it. At least this can be easily recall or easy to write. Also we can also reduce this or abbreviate this to this option that is here below. So what we did here is we just look to the section or a segment where there is at least one or more consecutive zeros. We check if there is one or more consecutive zero, and then we replace those zero with a double colon. So as you can see here, we have a segment which is one or more. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 zeros which are consecutive. Therefore, we can replace all these zero here, all this zero here with a double colon, and that's what we have done here. We have just replaced all zeros with the double colon. So this is how you can abbreviate your IPv6. At least with this, it's easy to recall, easy to write, and you can save time. So we will try to practice all of them. We'll try to pin all of them to see if they are working as expected. So next thing we'll do is just come to our PC here and we allocate our IP addresses. As you can see, it's simply easy. I just allocate it immediately, but on our previous video I've been using IPv4 here. As you can see, this is an IPv4 here. We have been using this, but on this one we'll be using IPv6. Therefore we'll come to configure static IPv6. Therefore we'll simply specify, I have simply specified this, the short form here, the short form, the last one, but we will try all of them to see if they are working smoothly or as expected. Then this is our network. This is our network address for both PC. So this can be read as you can see this. After this double colon, we'll place our next option, which is the final address for that PC, and these are unique. As you can see, this is .1. For this one will be .2. Therefore, will be 200A colon 1 double colon 2. The other one 1. So again, it's simply in case we have multiple PC, there's no need of each one try to create its own IP address. It will be too long. It will make the work even looking dirty because of a lot of IP, and you can see IPv6 has a lot of hexadecimal values. Therefore, we try to simply write one network, then others which simply write the last value or the last digit. So come here and you can see we have write the main network address, which is this one up to this point here. Then the last value is represent the unique IP address for a PC. As you can see, this is .1, and then as I said before, as you can see, it has a subnet mask of 64. Therefore, you want to specify your prefix length of 64. By default, it's usually 128. So once you see this, you simply need to replace, because we are using 64 bits for network address, and the remaining 64 will be using for hosting. So same as this one, also as I just did the same. So the first value of this is the same or similar, and then you simply write the unique IP address, which is the last digit of this PC here. Also prefix length, remember to change to 64. We don't need gateway. This is because, as I said, this is a direct connection. As you can see, it's simply a PC direct connected to a switch. In the case of a router, we'll need to configure some interfaces, but for this one, you don't need any gateway for now for this one. But in the next video, we'll simply create the one that will be using gateway. But for now, let's implement direct connection, so there is no need of gateway. So that's why here we haven't assigned gateway or any gateway. So simply click apply and we are good to go. The next thing, let's turn on our devices. Simply start our devices, click the start button here, or can simply right click and click start or stop if it's on or off. So once you're done with that, I will go ahead. Let's give it time to turn green, indicating that it is powered on. So let's give it time and it will automatically turn on. So configuring IPv6 is simply not that hard. It's always simple, as the same way as also how we can configure IPv4. They are similar, but there's some keyword we'll check. We will see those on the next video when we are configuring using interface or using a router. Therefore, we'll see some different application or different implementation methods as compared to IPv4. But for now, it's simply direct, the same as IPv4. So once you have allocated or assigned your IP addresses, you simply need now to pin to see if you can get feedback. So I'll go ahead and try to pin. So I'll come here and go to command. And now we'll try to pin this PC here, or you can start by self-pinging to ping itself to see if that IP address is valid. So we'll ping. Then let's make work easier. Just copy this. So we'll copy this. Then come back here and simply paste, and then you pin itself. First of all, we are pinging self pinging, and you can see it's pinging, meaning this address is valid. So next we'll try to pin this destination of this PC here. So we'll simply pin, but right now we'll change the value to 2, indicating that we are pinging this PC. Then click enter. As you can see also we are getting reply. So let's do the same for this PC, and you can see if the output is same or expectation are same. Simply also ping this. We start by pinging itself and see yours is pinging also. Then the next thing we'll do, we'll pin the actual PC, which is the PC1. So we'll go ahead and pin PC1. Simply change the IP and click enter. Also is pinging. As you can see, it's pinging very well. There is no issue. So as I said, we will try to test all these IP to see if they are working. So let's come ahead and using the second abbreviation, and since you simply need to change, just come here to basic command and you simply need to replace this with this value. Click apply and also come back here and we'll do the same. Basic, then replace that value, and also we need to add one more value. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So simply change this to 1 to 2, the last value indicating this PC. And also let's back here and replace this to 1, indicating the first PC. Also click apply. Make sure this part is always 64, the prefix length. And once you are done with that, let's get back to command, and this time we will ping, and we'll ping using a different abbreviation. So let's ping itself using this abbreviation. As you can see, it's pinging very well, pinging. So this doesn't matter. You can see you're using the second abbreviation, this one here. So let's go ahead and ping the actual device. So come here and pin the PC2. So you can see this is PC2, this is the address for PC2, therefore it's pinging very well. So as you can see, it's pinging for this one. So we'll try for this one also, but it should ping either way. So let's try ping for this also for just confirmation. Then we'll ping the final PC, which is 1, and it's pinging. So next thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and change, and using now the original IP length. So let's come here and copy this. Simply control copy, and we'll be using this. So to basic configuration, and then replace this with the value of the actual IPv6. Then the last value we changed to 1. Also you click apply. Make sure this part is always 64, and we do the same for this one. Replace this part with the actual, then name the last address of the last 16 bits, replace with the value 2 indicating the PC2. Now we'll go ahead and ping. So we'll ping this section again. We'll ping, but this round we'll be pinging the longest IPv6. So simply click and see. Also is pinging. So it's pinging, there's no issue. So you can see this abbreviation, all of them work. Therefore there's no need of you using the entire segment or the longer IPv6. You can simply try to abbreviate a little bit, just in case you have a higher or larger network or topology to configure. It will be easy for you to work with them. But if you're using or you're working with these value, they are too much long, you can easily forget a 0 or any digit in between, so it will be easy, or also it's risky when you're using. So it's good to abbreviate it to a shorter value or shorter length, so that it will be easy for you to use. So this, guys, is how you can configure IPv6 on direct connection for PCs. So in the next video, guys, we'll be talking how you can configure IPv6 between or using a layer 3 switch such as router. We'll be using router, and we'll be using and we will need to configure interface so that we can enable communication between PCs. As you know, if you're having a router here, it's for forwarding packets, therefore we'll need to configure those interfaces and get away. So thanks, guys, for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment and share. See you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe.